You say in paragraph 31 that General Sabia gave you Matlala's contact numbers.
That's correct.
Did you not have those numbers yourself?
In my phone, I had different numbers, but I never spoke to him before. But the numbers that he gave me were those that on an official arrangement with SAPS through his tender.
So you had certain numbers for Mr. Matlala in your phone already?
Yes, but they never worked because I had the numbers in my phone.
So we've clarified then there was a physical meeting on 7 December. Can you go to paragraph 34 and indicate to the Commission what Mr. Matlala shared with you at that meeting?
Yeah, the meeting was very, very important because, Commissioners, it is Matlala who told me that these people are very ungrateful. He further spoke about General Bheki Cele and General Masemola, saying that, you know, these people expect me, like Masemola, he expects 25 million rand from me, and I have already given him 5 million rand. He also spoke about Bheki Cele that he has given him 2 million rand, and he wanted 10 million, which means the 8 million rand was outstanding. One of the important things he said was that Gen Masemola and Cele, they are having a plan, a comeback strategy for General Bheki Cele to come back, and they really, really want to get rid of General Sabia.
And so this is information that Mr. Matlala is giving you about, as it were, factions within the SAPS.
Yeah. Okay, may you rephrase the question?
Am I understanding your evidence correctly that this information about General Cele, General Masemola, General Sabia, it's coming from Mr. Matlala himself? And he's speaking to you about divisions within the SAPS?
Yes, he's telling me, he was telling me physically. We were together when he told me.
Can you please read what he said they expected from him? Please read it as is in paragraph 34.1.
They expected him as a service provider to make payment to General Masemola in the amount of 25 million and Gen Cele in the amount of 10 million. Of the 25 million expected to be paid to Masemola, 5 million rent had already been paid, and there was a balance of 20 million rent outstanding. With regard to the Cele payment, 2 million rent had already been paid, and a balance of 8 million rent was outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And did he give you any indication of how he'd paid them, when he'd paid them, whether he was going to pay the balance?
No, we never spoke about how he paid. Usually, when you are investigating something, talking to someone, the moment, as soon as you get deeper to know how, he'll immediately doubt you. You will take it as information and keep it.
Did Mr. Matlala explain to you how he knows that General Masemola and General Cele wanted to oust Minister Mkunu and General Sabia? I'm assuming you would have asked the question.
Yeah, he did not tell the how of doing it. He just said they want to get rid of Senzo Mkunu and Sabia.
Sorry, maybe you misunderstood my question. My question is how he knows that's what they want to do.
No, he never told me. Yes.
Thank you.
Can we then go to paragraph 35, and can you take the Commission through paragraph 35?
Yes, paragraph 35, I'll read it first. It's in December 2024. The same Matlala, he referred me to a high-ranking police officer, and I subsequently met with him. I knew him, this police officer, I also knew him, as we have conducted one operation with him in the past. He shared information with me of the intention to craft a negative finding in a disciplinary hearing against Major General Khan, which was underway. He confirmed that he was in KZN for a briefing on how to address the Major General Khan situation. I am not in the position to identify him herein, as there are real concerns relating to his personal safety.
So if I can clarify, this man was brought to you by Matlala.
Yes, he told me there is one hiking rate. He used the word, there's another bra that I want you to meet. He has something for you, and I believe the minister may want to hear, and the minister can do something. And I met this man who I have, in fact, I briefed my handler first to say there is this man who wants to meet with me, and then he's saying he has this kind of information. But when I met this man, I did a recording on our conversation. And immediately sent agent, after informing my handler, we had to process that because with the DPCI for a section 252A. And I did meet with Lieutenant Colonel Schnell to register and apply for and conduct the operation in terms of that section of the law. My intention there, Commissioners, was to employ the information that I obtained from the senior officer in the section 204 that he can, against General Mkonazi and Lieutenant General Kumal, because that's what he told me, that in Durban, they plotted on how to expel General Khan.
So if I can just clarify, this officer who was referred to you by Mr. Matlala,
Yes.
told you that he was aware of a plot by Generals Kumalo and Mkonazi to get rid of General Khan.
That's correct, Commissioner.
And that, as I understand it, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but the plot involves getting this officer to give false evidence against General
That's correct. He was one of the witnesses of an incident that occurred some years back, and he was called to KZN as part of preparations for the hearing. They did give him how the whole plot is to unfold and how he should implicate General Khan.
Do you still have that recording?
Yes, the recording and the statement is with Lieutenant Colonel Schnell.
If I might just mention in that regard, one of the documents that we have actually approached Lieutenant Colonel Schneller, and one of the documents that was given to you late yesterday is the transcription that the DPCI made of that recording. So it's in that exhibits bundle.
Okay.
Can I ask that overnight, I won't ask you to anything about it now, but overnight, can you look at that transcription and just check that it accurately reflects the recording according to your memory? And if there are any problems with it, can we address those tomorrow? Or can you be in a position to address those tomorrow? So I want to just take a step back. This is Mr. Matlala again, telling you about, for want of a better word, factional fights within the SAPS. You have, according to Mr. Matlala and the officer he refers you to, you have two generals plotting to get rid of another general through false evidence of this officer.
That's correct.
Did you understand this division within the SAPS to be in any way related to the other division that Mr. Matlala had told you about, that you have General Masemola and Minister Cele on the one hand and General Sibia on the other? Or was this just a completely different split within the SAPS?
Yes. Honestly speaking, Commissioners, I believe at the right time also, I will talk to the relationship between General Bheki Cele, Masemola, General Khumalo, and I've even given them a particular term, which as we proceed, I'll be able to. Yes, the moment he mentioned that Lieutenant General Khumalo, Lieutenant General Mkonazi, there is a Major General Khumalo also in the KZN. It is him, who addressed the senior police to say, we expect you, this is how we expect you to perform during the hearing. Because now, according to the lieutenant is telling me, the instruction from General Khumalo and General Mkonazi is that they must find this Major General Khan guilty, and he must be dismissed.
I'm not sure that you understood my question. What I was asking is that you're now flagging a division within SAPS of two generals, Generals Khumalo and Mkonazi on one hand, and General Khan on the other hand. Is that division in any way related to the division that you spoke about earlier with General Sabia on one hand, General Masemola on the other hand with ex-Minister Cele?
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarity. Yeah, it is true. That is the crime intelligence, the division of the South African Police Service. The same division which, when I spoke initially with General Mfazi and General Sabia, I was referring to. That was one of the cracks that I identified within the crime intelligence. The moment he says, and I did ask him, who's Major General Khan? And he said, is this other, but he knew him. He explained to me, I did not know him that time. And furthermore said, yeah, it seems like Khumalo and Mkonazi, they want to get rid of him. That's when immediately, because the recording is there, and then we were able to perform this whole thing. Then I realized that there are factions, and this is the unit which was referred to.
So just to clarify again, you were involved in a 252A operation.
That's correct.
Which involves essentially setting a trap.
That's correct.
And the target of the trap, or the targets, were Generals Mkonazi and Khumalo.
No. Remember, the senior officer, as he was talking to me, he did mention that they have promised him a colonel position. Not a colonel, no, they promised him a position. And with me, as we were talking, he was mentioning of a similar offer that I should perhaps be able, because I'm close to the minister with my legend building. He thinks I can also give him something better. Then the recording talks to that he was expecting something from me, which may be in the form of a promotion or something of that sort.
Sorry, but I just need to take you back to paragraph 36. You say, the intention, second sentence, the intention was to employ this person, that's the officer,